Are you listening?
Welcome back to the Nerf Report. My name is Bryant, and for today's show, let's talk about some Dino DNA.
Bingo. Dino DNA.
You know, ever since I was a kid, I have been equally fascinated and terrified by dinosaurs. In fact, when the first Jurassic Park movie was released, I remember being amazed by these terrifying creatures. However, admittedly, my mother wasn't as psyched as I was because those very same dinosaurs are the reasons I had nightmares for months to come. But ever since then, I have loved dinosaurs, so much so that I went all the way to the Royal Tyrrell Museum in Drumheller, Alberta, Canada, which, if you're not aware, is one of the world's most premier dino museums. And at this point of the video, you're probably beginning to wonder, wait, isn't this a video game news show? Why is he talking about dinosaurs? Is this now the Dino Report? New channel idea, dinosaur news show, present date news, reported by dinosaurs. Well, the reason that we are talking about dinosaurs today is because a brand new game hit my radar this weekend and it looks sick. Allow me to introduce you to Instinction, a new game being developed by the New Zealand developer Hashbane. Instinction will allow you to slay terrifying creatures in a semi-open world adventure filled with immersive combat, puzzles, and exploration. Now, what's really cool is Instinction will also feature a campaign mode along with having single player and co-op gameplay. And like I said, this game looks sick, and it will be launching for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC in 2022. However, thanks to the persistence of one gaming community, well, we might see Instinction come to another platform. Twitter user Bobop asked the dev team behind Instinction on Twitter, can we expect this to be ported to Stadia as well? To which the dev team responded, after release, there may be consideration for ports for both Switch and Stadia. Which that one tweet created quite the whirlwind for the developer, as after that tweet, the news of Instinction being considered for Google Stadia lit up the Stadia signal over Gotham, and the entire Stadia community responded with their desire to play this game on Stadia. In fact, the response from the Stadia community became so intense that the dev team DM'd Bobop by saying, "You've created quite a stir regarding a port for Stadia. Also, seen your message on YouTube and Facebook. On Tuesday, we'll discuss this more seriously in our meeting and come back to you. It's great to see Stadia lovers so enthusiastic, and we don't want to disappoint. Keep it up." And this is all interesting to me, because the conversation surrounding Stadia is always, oh, the 5 people who play Stadia will adore this. Or, Stadia is dead as a platform, nobody plays there. Or my personal favorite, I literally don't know anybody who games on Google Stadia. Which, just real quick, saying that you don't know anyone who uses something isn't a statement that the platform is dead. If anything, it's a statement that you probably should broaden your horizons. It's okay. Go make some new friends. You have my permission. But despite the internet saying that Stadia has 5 players, here is proof that Stadia's community is strong enough to convince a developer to bring their game to the platform. And in an update to this story, the dev team has stated, we have taken it upon ourselves to seriously consider a Stadia port in the future. As I'm sure you are aware, there are a few possible channels. We were very surprised at the response garnered for the Stadia community. Stadia has existing partnerships with Unreal and Unity Engine, both of which have more information on the Stadia website. Over the next few days/weeks, we will continue to look at our own potential partnership that can make a Stadia port a reality. And with that in mind, we'll systematically do Stadia tests with our games to ensure a streamlined approach in bringing Instinction to the Stadia platform. For now, what I can say is certain. We are taking serious what you and so many others have requested, and we have every intention to make it a reality. This is awesome! Here we have a developer with an insanely cool game who perhaps wasn't considering Stadia at all, but because of the Stadia community is now reaching out to Stadia about a potential port to the platform. And this isn't the first time that we've seen this happen either. Who could forget when Sky Climbers was going through their Kickstarter? The Stadia community embraced that game as soon as they found out that it was a possibility for the game to come to the platform and made sure that it hit every single one of its crowdfunding goals. And for me, this is just a prime example of why representation in gaming is so important and why we here at the Nerf Report cover Stadia so much. If you look at the way that Stadia is perceived, it's oftentimes portrayed as the punchline of a headline. And a lot of this is caused by people's unwillingness to be open-minded about new tech or platforms. And it would be one thing if the tech didn't work, but Stadia as a platform is just as good as PlayStation or Xbox. Without representation of the Stadia community, how will people know what is going on with Stadia? How will people know that the tech even works? And how will people know how strong the community actually is? And as a member of that very said community, I am extremely proud to be a part of it and extremely excited to see the progression of Instinction coming to Stadia. So keep kicking ass, Team Stadia. Hey, thanks again for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, which who wouldn't, hit the subscribe button right there. And while you're down there, hit the like button. Maybe even consider becoming a Nerf Report best friend, just like the people listed down below did. In fact, don't you want to see your name there? I know I do.